Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Rance. Today I'll be giving you some more Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 29. The card has been met, the order has been changed a few times. So when I did the videos, these were all prelim fights, but now Erosa Choi is on the main card and Procópio O'Neill is actually the curtain opener for the early prelims. So we're just gonna call it select fights or something. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but anyway, I do have a video yesterday where I did three other, I believe they're all still prelim fights, so check that out. And without further ado, let's get into this. So actually the curtain jerker, we've got the female flyweight fight between Lara Procópio and CaseyO'Neill. Lara Procópio is the favorite here at minus 150 according to Tapology. And CaseyO'Neill is the underdog at plus 130. Not Tapology, I'm sorry, according to Bet Online. Yes, Bet Online as of this morning. Sorry, I'm not feeling the best. My stomach is messed up. Anyway, Lara Procópio, the favorite. She is coming off a win against Molly McCann, unanimous decision. Her only loss is to Erosa. That was in her UFC debut, and she lost by split decision. And that she also moved up a weight class for that. This is a flyweight fight, 125 pounds. That was at 135 against Erosa in her debut. She fights out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Nova União. She is a BJJ black belt for Procópio. And yeah, she's 7-1 and the favorite. Now the opponent, Casey King O'Neill. She is 6-0, undefeated. She's Scottish, but she's out of Queensland, Australia. She has 4 different training facilities listed. The 2 in Australia, Matrix Boxing Gym and Southside MMA. Right now she's out of Vegas, Extreme Couture. So, and she also trains out of Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand, but she's definitely in the States now. Extreme Couture, she potentially could be training with Gina Mazzani. Oh, in the same right, Lara Procópio could be training with Poliana Botelho because she also trains out of Nova União. But anyway, CaseyO'Neill, she could be training with Gina Mazzani. I don't know, there's like 7 other not UFC females there, so it's hard to say. She's coming off a win against Shayna Dobson, who's, Shayna Dobson's just not that good. I mean, she gets beat by a lot of people, but take that what you will. It was a ground and pound round 2. She has a 2-inch height advantage and a 1.5-inch reach advantage over Lara Procópio. They are both in their early 20s. Well, Procópio's 25. O'Neill is 23. So very close in age. Okay, let's see what cappers have to say about. Oh, and there's this little thing in my chat with Gabe Killian saying, "Oh, stop calling them handicappers. They're not handicappers. They're predictors." It's all semantics, man. It doesn't matter. I put the guys on here and I put their picks on here if I think I know what they're talking about, which to make my show, I would have to, you have to know what you're talking about. I'm not just going to throw you up there just by coin flips and stuff. And it doesn't matter if you're handicapper for Pub Sports Radio or if you're just a guy in your bedroom doing a video like I don't want to say, I'm not knocking any of them. But if you have videos regarding predictions, you can be called a predictor, a handicapper, whatever. It's just words. Who cares? To make my show, I gotta like your content. I gotta think you know what you're talking about, and then I'll put you on here. It's easy as that. So it doesn't matter, capper comparison, predictor comparison, whatever. It's all semantics, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna call them cappers. Yeah, everyone on my show, because I compare their picks. So in my book, y'all cappers if you're on my show. So let's see what the cappers have to say about Lara Procópio and CaseyO'Neill. Taking the favorite here, we've got from Pub Sports Radio, Clint from Die Hard MMA Podcast, and his special guest was Brady from DFS by the Numbers. Brady is saying decision. Clint did not specify, but they are both going for Procópio here. Then taking CaseyO'Neill, we've got MMA fortune teller, the teller. Also taking Casey King O'Neill. Then we got Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts, UGA. Leighton also taking Lara Procópio. Then jumping back over for the underdog, we've got E-Money. E-Money, he makes his videos out of his room. But you know what? I like what he has to say. I like his insight. I think he's not very knowledgeable when it comes to MMA and predicting who's gonna win. So I use him. So in my book, E-Money, you're a capper. There's no guidelines saying what makes a capper, what doesn't make a capper. It's just semantics. Okay, and finally for the tiebreaker, we've got a duo, the duo of Tiger Bomb, and both Johnny and Jose are both taking Lara Procópio by decision. So I'm gonna write Tiger Bomb, not Balm. Tiger Bomb, they're saying by decision. That's Johnny and Jose. Edging out Casey King O'Neill. In this fight, I'm gonna, Casey O'Neill is a purple belt. Lara Procópio, black belt. Like that loss to Erosa, she went up a weight class and she lost by split decision. So I think she can hang with Casey O'Neill. But Casey O'Neill does have that slight reach and height advantage, and she is known for her strikes. She comes in very aggressive. She got forward pressure. I've seen that fight against Shayna Dobson. But then again, the quality of opponent, Shayna Dobson, I think she's out of the UFC. I think she might have been, she's retired or something. She's done. She's not fighting anywhere, I don't think. But, Gina Mazzani, potentially a training partner. But on the other hand, Poliana Botelho, potentially a training partner. I guess I'm going to have to go with, when in doubt, go with the majority. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cappers to 2. Yeah, I guess I'll lean with Procópio, Lara Procópio in this coin flip fight. She does have the higher BJJ belt. Out of Nova União, they're known for their Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Brazil. Casey O'Neill, Extreme Couture, purple belt, but she does have all those but she hasn't been, I don't think she's been to Queensland, Australia, in a bit. Same with Tiger Muay Thai. I don't think she's been to Thailand in a bit. I think she's been in the States for a while now. I would assume she's probably made a home here somewhere. But anyway, I'm gonna say Procópio by decision. It is a female fight, and that should make that a plus number. So, moving on. Next, we've got Like I said, these are way out of order and out of whack. But we've got the heavyweight battle between Josh Parisian and Roque Martinez. I don't know if it's Rock. I've heard Roque, Roque. I just call him Roque Martinez. Josh Parisian is the favorite here at -134. He's 13-4 as a professional. He's fighting out of Scorpion Fighting Systems. That's in Brighton, Michigan. Other notable name on the from that facility is Michel Pereira. He's up there. And he's fighting Nico Price July 10th too. So little activity there. His last fight was a bad, he lost to Parker Porter by unanimous decision. Not a good look to lose to Parker Porter. Like, I know in the chats and stuff, they don't even say Porter, they say Parker. They always say that. I don't, because he's, sloppy heavyweights. But anyway, that Josh Parisian against Parker Porter, what happened, he had an adrenaline dump and he just gassed out and he couldn't hang. So he's dead on his feet. And Parker Porter got the unanimous decision just because he out cardioed him. You know what I mean? He lasted longer. More action. Okay, however, one big striking advantage. He's got a 6-inch height and a 7-inch reach advantage over Roque Martinez, Roque. So keep that in mind. The underdog, Roque Martinez, is coming off a loss himself to Dontel Mays by unanimous decision. Pretty close in age. Martinez 35, Parisian's 31. Both these guys are on their way. They're sloppy, middle and heavyweights, unranked. I think with a loss either way, they're probably out of the UFC. So you could say they're both potentially fighting for their jobs here. Roque Martinez is fighting out of Spike 22. That is in Guam, over there in the Pacific Ocean, kind of by Philippines, south of Japan, north of Australia, right over there by the Northern Mariana Islands. Anyway, Guam, I would assume this Spike 22. I was looking at his pictures on Instagram. I don't follow him or nothing, but I did see he's, it seems like a pretty legit school. There's nobody, I recognize that he's the only UFC fighter out of there, but they do have a pretty long list of people that attend that facility. Anyway, let's see what these cappers have to say for this fight here. Josh Parisian, Roque Martinez. Okay, starting with the favorite, we've got the boys from Tiger Bomb. Both of them are taking Parisian by decision. So once again, I don't have to write different things. It's a lot of writing, Johnny, Jose. No, for real, it's fine. They're taking Parisian by decision. He does have, don't forget, guys, half a foot height and 7-inch reach advantage. Whew. Anyway, also we've got E-Money taking the much larger Josh Parisian. He's saying by KO. Parisian's Instagram, you can see him with, he's got, I don't know how old the pictures are or anything, but it looked like he had a fresh baby girl. That's what it appeared to me. But like I said, I don't know how recent the pictures are. That they could have been a year ago. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, E-Money is taking Parisian by KO. Then we've got Pop Sports Radio. Both Clint and Brady are both saying by decision for Parisian. Then the teller, MMA fortune teller, also taking Parisian. However, we do have the contrarian pick. That's right, UFC gambling addicts. Leighton is taking Roque addicts. Is taking Roque Martinez to get it done here. He didn't say method, but he is leading that way. But this is a middling, it's kind of coin flip, middle and sloppy heavyweights. Both these big boys could have, if they wanted to, I mean, they could both, well, I don't know, Parisian's huge. He's like 6'4" or something. Roque Martinez, he's 5'10". That's me. That's how tall I am. But Parisian's, 6-inch reach. But Martinez could definitely lose weight and make it down to 205 if he really had that incentive. But at 35 years old, he's probably like, I think his last weigh-in, according to Tapology, was like 245. So the other guy, Parisian, he's got to suck weight to make 265. His last weigh, according to Tapology, was 265 and a half. So there is a 20-pound difference, but that's all in the height. The guy's huge. So I'm going to also go with the majority of the cat. Like I said, either whoever loses here is probably out of the UFC. I'm going to go with Parisian because of his height and reach advantage. But they could, one perfectly timed haymaker could end the fight either way. That's how the sloppy middling heavyweights go. But yeah, let's take the big boy, Josh Parisian, to get this done. Let's do it by decision. Roque Martinez has a rock jaw, so he's not gonna get knocked out. I didn't check, but I don't believe he's been finished. I could be wrong, but moving on. Next, we've got, this one, see, this is the one lucky you. This one's really a main card fight, but I'm doing it on the prelim show here. We've got Juicy J, Julian Erosa, taking on Seung Choi, Sting. Okay, Juicy J is 25-8 as a professional on Tapology, or shirt. One of the things that said 25-9, but I'm going by Tapology stats. He's the underdog at plus 121. He is 31 years old, and he is coming off a win against Nate Landwehr, where he beat him knockout by flying knee. Good on you, Juicy J. And Juicy J's been coming in as the underdog in the past certain amount of, I forget how many fights, but upsetting and winning as the underdog, as the plus money, as he is here. Plus money, but he's taking on a prime contender out of Seung Choi, Sting. And Seung Choi is fighting out of Seoul, Korea, the MOB Training Center, where he's not also a fighter, but he's also a coach. All these cappers I watch, they fail to mention that, but he is a coach out of MOB Training Center. So a lot of these fighter coaches, like Rafael Fiziev, he's a coach over at Tiger Muay Thai. Then we got James Krause. These fighter / coaches, I think they're a little step above, especially with their fight IQ and their knowledge. If you're training other fighters how to fight, you've got to have that, I'm just saying, a lot of people have overlooked that fact that he's a coach at MOB Training Center. I know they don't have a lot of notable names in the UFC, but there's a fleet of active Korean fighters over there. That some of them fight in Ryzen, some of them fight in local promotions. But anyway, yeah, make the right choice. I stole that from a chat, but anyway. Seung Choi comes in 9-3, the favorite at minus 141, coming off a win against Youssef Zalal, a unanimous decision win. He's got he's 6 foot. They're the same. Actually, Julian Erosa's got 1 inch height advantage. They have the same exact reach here. This is going to be a banger. This might be fight of the night. Really, it could go either way. But let's notice Erosa, plenty of experience compared to the 9-3 Choi. Much more. But remember, Choi over in the Far East, Coach. They call him Coach Sting. I don't know. But anyway, let's see what these cappers have to say, starting with the favorite in Choi. We've got E-Money. He's taken Seung Choi by decision. And we also have Pub Sports Radio. Both of those guys are in agreement. Clint is leaning Seung Choi, but DFS Brady is saying, I'm going to put DFS by knockout KO for Seung Choi. Then we've got Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts, also on Choi. And Tiger Bomb. Both of them. Johnny's saying KO in the second round. Jose saying by decision. Man, I don't have room to write all that stuff because there's 2 of them and they're picked different ways. But yeah, sure I do. Johnny, what do you say, KO? And Jose said decision. There we go. Got it right a little bit smaller. Okay. And finally, the contrarian picker taking Juicy J, Julian Erosa. We've got the MMA fortune teller. The teller. Being the contrarian, stopping this from becoming a full capper consensus, taking Juicy J, Julian Erosa at the slight plus money. That is a good fight. Man, Juicy J is a very aggressive, very entertaining fighter. Flying knee, that was his last win, is coming off a flying knee knockout. But I gotta go with the coach. I gotta make the right choice here. I know that pun is so stupid, but it's humorous. I saw it on one of the chats when I think it was the Pub Sports Radio, Jack Attack or something, Jack Attack MMA or something. I do believe he was the one that was saying make the right choice. And in this case, I'm gonna make the right choice and take Seung Choi. And let's see, we got KO, decision, KO, decision. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna say within distance, TKO. That should bring it into plus money. Okay, so to recap, Nora's already in bed. She better be. It's late. To recap, I've got Lara Procópio beating CaseyO'Neill by decision, and then I've got the much larger Josh Parisian to beat Roque Martinez. I mean, he's got it. If I know he had that shameful loss to Parker Porter, but that's why I'm worried about his gas tank, but his cardio. But if he can just push him against the cage, oh man. But you know what? I think Roque Martinez might be able to do the same thing Parker Porter did to him. That's why that's a tough fight to, you know what? Do I have a coin? This is a very tough fight to call. But I have to go with the height and reach advantage here against the older Martinez. Hopefully Parisian's improved his cardio. He is a little bit younger, so I'm not betting. I'm not. Aside from this parlay here, I doubt I'm going to use that again for any bets or parlays. Except for, every show I'm obligated to make a parlay bet with the 3 fighters in the shows that I do. It's just right after this, I go right over to that laptop, pull up Bet Online, and I'm going to parlay Parisian, Procópio, and Seung Choi, who I got him to beat Juicy J, Julian Erosa. I think it's going to happen within distance. But I'm going to say TKO. I'm not sure about submission there, but Erosa does have a suspect chin. He has been knocked out before. I want to say 4 times he's been knocked out. And which is good about this is it this fight? I believe this fight is the one that's orthodox versus I forget who's who, but southpaw versus orthodox fighter. I forget who is the south. I want to say Choi's the southpaw and Erosa's the orthodox. I could be swapped wrong. I don't know, but there's gonna be a lot of. But Erosa's fighting style, he will take punches to throw punches. I think his percentage landed is like 5. Oh, man, I don't know. I get the stats all mixed up. I want to say, because I know Roque Martinez, he takes more than he gives. I think Julian Erosa does too, by decimal, like 5.2 given per minute, 5.4 taken per minute. Something like that. I want to say Roque Martinez is very similar, but I get the stats all mumbled up. Anyway, the main thing is you're seeing gather the info. Place those bets and cash those tickets. You're seeing what my cappers are saying. You're seeing what I'm saying. So take that for what you will. Do your own research too, guys. Don't just take my word for it and the cappers' words. But if you're in a crunch, you're quick. When in doubt, pick your favorite capper and go with it. Okay? So anyway, I appreciate you watching this. Give me that thumbs up. Sorry if I rambled and jumped off topic at all. It's one of those nights. My guts are hurting too. I gotta finish this up. But anyway, good luck on these bets, and I will see you tomorrow with another episode. Thanks for watching.